Greetings and welcome to the year of the fire horse. Now, whilst a lot of my colleagues in the industry are going to be talking about a lot of toxic positive nonsense, abundance, I'm going to be predicting without cards the way I see things happening. Now, I'm sure that the latest rhetoric within the industry that I work in, the areas that I work in, from the covens, from the spiritual Karens, from sways of the Christian-backed spiritual church, the middle-aged women, is that I have spiritual psychosis. Now, if you want to believe that, that is perfectly fine. However, I see things in a very different way. The sad fact is that many people on a spiritual path are still blinded. They don't see or want to see the reality of the situation. Now, for the past 2 years, I have been exposing corruption within the industry, from events being run by black magic covens to what I'd class as infiltrated former Catholic priests publicly exposing themselves in an attempt to lessen their karma. Just vile, toxic actions and behaviours. Other things that I haven't discussed is people working within the spiritual industry, selling used underwear to get by, underhanded behaviour. We know that the theme of sexual exploitation and the adult industry runs through this. I mean, the main one everybody knows about. There is a former priest who, before turning to this industry, was travelling the UK as a travelling salesman for a sex shop. So again, that runs through there. I've been approached by people under the guise of love who work within, again, the adult industry, entertainment industry. And although I don't want to judge these people, there is a theme there. Now, unlike many of my counterparts in the community, I do work with and very loosely practice elements of the eternal way of life. Most of you will know it as Hinduism. And the core concept of that is dharma and karma. Now, I've been saying for the last month, karma is coming. Sadly, too many people didn't have faith in source. Too many people were expecting an immediate response from source, by proxy myself, in regard to this karma. And because it hasn't come in the time scale that they anticipated, they have turned their back on source. They have turned to the dark side, for want of a better phrase. Been snared by covens and false deities and gods. Now, there's a lot of the American preachers out there, as I call them, who often use the phrase, all this time they've been playing checkers and you've been playing chess. Well, that's what Source has been doing. It's been wheedling out the last remnants of those who have faith. Now, I anticipate moving forwards this year, you will see a lot of people within the spiritual industry walking away, returning back to the Matrix. You will see the complete disappearance into the wilderness by certain members. And as I've been saying for a period of time, one of the main protagonists who have been out to get rid of me, both physically and then later my career, will be made an example of. Now, what that will be, I don't know. The severity of it is, I don't know. But I know it's coming. For those who have wronged me and wronged people like me, I would severely suggest repenting your sins, not to me, but to Source, taking your karma, and then taking your leave quietly. Because I would ask everybody to just stop and think for a second. Why is it that I am still here? Why is it after 2 attempts in 24 hours of death magic, I bounce back? Why is it despite the rumours and the lies about me and who I am, I still have a very strong following? Why is it that I still have strong support? Why is it that despite the blocks to my work, both online and the community, why is it that I'm still surviving? Now, the answer to this is pure faith and knowing. Pure faith and knowing. Now, I'll quite happily admit, at times I have questioned whether I should just walk away. Is it worth it? Is it worth going through this daily struggle? But I always knew at my core, no. So if, like me, you have battled through without turning away, it's okay to have questions and doubts. You're a human being. The shift is coming. Your Dharma is coming. Now, for me, this is a pivotal turning point. Many, over the last year or so, many spiritual events have been infiltrated and corrupted. I have walked away from many events and people to protect my peace. More importantly, to protect the light and the dark, my love. The final straw for Source and myself has been the attacks on my partner, the black magic, the energy manipulation. You do not attack the divine feminine when you are here to protect it. Now, I've no doubt in my mind that the next phase, the next challenge will be that when my attackers start to fade away, disappear and crumble, that the next rhetoric will be that I've used black magic. If you want to believe that, you believe that. My supporters, my followers know the truth. And despite leaving the breadcrumbs of what's really going off, many of you just don't have the capacity to follow it. It's all there. It's all there in my content on YT. It's all there in my more recent targeted individuals readings. All the clues are there. The sad fact is that people are either too numbed to go digging, or they're complicit. So as we go into the year of the fire horse, I would question people. Who do you want leading the charge moving forwards. Because I sure as shit don't want things to remain the same, and they're not going to. Those who have resisted, those who have remained strong, loyal, and true to Source, your rewards are coming, your Dharma is coming. For those who have questioned and doubted, for those who are very easily turned due to lack of faith, lack of belief, lack of knowing, not only in Source but myself, your karma is about to hit. This is going to be heavy. Take it, accept it, and walk away. Find your peace. May the odds ever be in your favour. Harry on Shattenty.